Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Plummer here with IWC Aftershock, and once again, just as it was a year ago, my guest at this time, the super genius himself, Mark Madden. Mark, welcome back to the IWC, welcome back to Cage Fury.
It is no great stretch of the imagination, Justin Plummer, to say that Mark Madden is Caged Fury. No cage big enough to hold me, but maybe I could drop a few pounds.
Well, we'll see. Now you were here last year. You made your predictions last year in the cage matches. You went 1 for 2, 50%. Not too bad.
I lost the big, that's all.
that's the way it goes sometimes. But I want to do it again. Let's see if you can go 2 for 2. We have 2 big cage matches this year. The first one, of course, being for a shot at the Super Indie title next month. A 4-man match inside of the steel cage. We have Facade, Sammy Guarva, we have Andrew Palace, and a returning Matt Taven. All 4 of those guys, hungry, all have been quote-unquote screwed over by RJ City coming into this match. Who do you think is coming out on top?
I love Guevara. What a talent. What a performer. But this is Facade's home turf, Cage Fury.
It's true.
IWC icon, a legend in the cage. He's got the physical conditioning. Justin, I don't know if you've noticed, this is the biggest cage in wrestling history. To try to climb that cage, and you're not even halfway there.
That's right.
Facade has the conditioning, he has the guile, he has the guts. I'm picking him, but watch out for Guevara and, of course, Matt Taven. I mean, he works for Ring of Honor, so the big crowd here might scare him, but I'm going to go with Facade.
All right. So Facade, your pick, of course, no stranger to the Super Indie title scene, but then we got to talk about the main event. I know a man that you're very fond of, John McChesney, leading Team Big League.
He's Big League.
He is Big League. He's leading Team Big League into a War Games match against a returning delicious Jimmy DeMarco. He's going to be teaming with youngster Aiden Vale, and a mystery partner we found out earlier today is going to be a new Marshall Gambino.
Well, I don't know what was wrong with the old Marshall Gambino, but War Games, the Horsemen invented it, the Road Warriors perfected it. There's a strategy to it. There's a right way and a wrong way, and then there's John McChesney's way. He's not called Big League for nothing, Justin. I gotta go with McChesney. He looks the part, he acts the part, he wrestles the part. I believe he is IWC's all-around best performer, and Team Big League wins War Games.
All right, I can't argue with you there, Mark. Thanks for your predictions. Actually, I think I just heard the bell. The match is underway. Let's get out.
Let's get out and check it out, buddy.
Let's check it out, man. Thanks for joining us. So Mark Madden knows a lot about professional wrestling. Let's see if he can go 2-0 on his predictions this year for the steel cage matches, because we're going to right now go ahead and recap both of those matches, starting with the 4-way dance in which the winner would become the #1 contender to the Super Indie title. Now Mark Madden said that it was going to be Facade, and had the referee been on top of his game, Mark Madden would have been right, because Facade was the first man out of the cage, but due to some distractions in the back, the referee didn't make his way back to ringside until it was time to see the second man, Sammy Guevara, escape the cage. And since that was the first man the referee saw escape, he mistakenly crowned Sammy the winner and the new #1 contender to the Super Indie title. But that mistake is not something that Facade was willing to let go of easily. What you're about to see right here is the reaction of Facade after that match, and a side of Facade that you have never seen before.
I mean, stuff happens in pro wrestling, Joe, but he was clearly out of the cage first. I can't believe this isn't reviewable. I mean, to be the #1 contender for the Super Indie title, Facade earned that, Joe.
Hey. Stop that. Stop that. It's assaulting a referee.
Now, you see, Joe, this doesn't bother me at all.
What's the matter with you?
You know, I live in a pretty ritzy neighborhood, and I see this happen on the mean streets of Washington's Landing all the time.
Well,
you know, Joe, I can't condone this, but do you blame Facade?
You know what? He's got a gripe. He's got a case. But he's taking this way over the line right now.
Alright, so let's move on to the main event of the evening, the War Games match between John McChesney and Team Big League against Jimmy DeMarco, Marshall the Bull, and Aiden Vale. Mark Madden said it would be Team Big League that prevailed, and in fact, John McChesney was the last man standing in that match. Team Big League, you're winners. But that's not how the night ended, because throughout the night, Chuck Roberts promised the announcement of a new minority share owner in the IWC. Let's take a look following that War Games match as that new minority share owner was revealed.
Hey, LeBron, I got news for you. You were so worried that I'm the new minority owner of IWC. I got news for you. It ain't me. It's Jimmy DeMarco.
What? AC4 from the new boss? And LeBar out of here. But the last word goes to Jimmy DeMarco.
Let's not lose track of who won the match, Joe. Jimmy DeMarco, a great competitor, but Team Big League was exactly that.
But how will things change moving forward? With Jimmy DeMarco, the new minority shareholder owner of IWC.
So Jimmy DeMarco, the new minority share owner in the IWC, I cannot wait to see what he has in store now in a position of authority in the international wrestling cartel. There's only one way to find out, and that's to make sure you get your tickets now. September 20th, White Oak, PA, Saturday Night Fights. Jimmy DeMarco will be in the building. The Super Indie title will be on the line. And folks, there was so much action back at Cage Fury that if you want to get ready for Saturday Night Fights, you gotta head on over to IWCWrestling.com, pick up the DVD or the digital download from Sorgatron Media, or if you want, just pick up individual matches because we now offer single matches for sale on digital download. Now stay tuned because there will be more segments of IWC Aftershock throughout the week starting tomorrow as we reveal the faces of change. That's right, they made their debut. They unmasked themselves at Cage Fury, and we're going to take a look at who exactly these men are. But until then, folks, if you're still with us, you just survived the Aftershock.